Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. Welcome to sort of like a movie review slash talking about another movie that I looked over like a few days ago, Dark Waters. Now I don't have the DVD copy of it because it's from the library and I had to return it. Basically, the next couple of movie reviews or so, I'm going to, talk about these without showing the DVDs because I had to bring them back. Except for one, and then some that I got that I want to like do kind of different kind of movie reviews with them included. But I want to talk about Dark Waters for a bit, and probably talk about something like based on the subject matter. This is one of the movies I did a true reaction to, and this is based on a true story. It's about a lawyer played by Mark Ruffalo who is assigned to investigate. Basically, like the movie starts in 1975, I believe, where these two men on a boat were like spraying some pesticide or some chemicals in the water, and it cuts to years later, I believe in 1998, with Mark Ruffalo looking over a case that like a farmer contacted him to tell him that the water has been contaminated. It's been killing most of his livestock of cows, and basically causing like a lot of like health hazards to his dog and all sorts. And Mark Ruffalo had to get to like, it's basically just him like it takes course over, I don't know, a span of 10 to 15 years, like investigating like the chemicals in the water and what causes people to get sick from them, and like who's behind it. And that's basically what the whole movie is. It's just Mark Ruffalo's character investigating why has the water been affected, who's done it, and basically like this movie's very intense, and there's some stuff that I don't know if I can say without ruining, but it's very unlikely that excuse me, it's very unlikely that many of you probably have heard the story, but it's kind of relevant today, especially like many of you remember this one Pacific town in the United States that have been having water troubles, like their water has been contaminated, and I don't know if that problem's been solved or not. I haven't heard anything about it in a very long time, but in the last hour of the film, as time goes on, working on the case and while trying to figure all this out, he gets sick himself. Like he's basically like his hands shaking and very intense. Like the movie itself is like, it's pretty good. There's some like, mainly the color correction to me, I thought maybe there's a little done a little bit too dark from when I looked at it, but it was very well acted. It's got not just Mark Ruffalo, it's got Anne Hathaway as his wife, and it's got Tim Robbins, and it actually had some people in it that were affected by the water in real life, and make like quick appearances in this movie as well. Like I said, it's based on a true story, and I found it kind of interesting, although it's not my favorite drama movie or anything like that. Mainly it's something that I kind of was into and kind of like no stranger to, because and this is a movie that I'm sure like it's quite obvious everyone knows that tap water, mainly like water is not always clean. It hasn't always been clean. The reason why a lot of people don't drink tap water, myself included, is because there may be some stuff and chemicals in it that nobody knows where it came from, or who put it in there, maybe in our waters forever. And that's the reason why that many stores, almost all stores, sell like bottled water, like the stuff that we use, my family and I use, is natural spring water. And then of course they sell some waters that seem questionable, like they have purified water and fluoride water, which I never try, but is it any safe? It's especially nowadays where there could be stuff in our waters, mainly in our lakes and rivers, that aren't safe to drink sometimes, unless you find a way to filter them safely. Like I remember, and this was a couple years ago, I remember my mom drank some tap water and she got sick from it. She got like an upset stomach and some diarrhea, and since then we just went straight to spring water, which, especially when you have pets, you have to feed them certain water. Like I feed my parrot, give my parrot some like filtered spring water, because if you give them water from the sink, there's a good chance they may get sick, very sick. It's like seeing the movie. Like I couldn't even watch some certain scenes from the film, especially after the cow's been one of the cows been shot by the farmer, and especially I think you see him going through the cow's, like going through the body, like the intestines and stuff, and figure out what's been affected. I couldn't even watch that. So I recommend like looking more up on this story if you're interested in this kind of a thing. Mainly this movie would be right up your alley, although I know it's not for everybody, but acting wise it was very well done, and telling the story I thought was like almost interesting, although there's some parts that are like a little bit boring and kind of draggy, but very intense. I think the first 30 minutes is probably the best. It definitely is a relevant subject with if you're in a certain area where you have to rely on like bottled water and not water from the lakes or from your sink, so that's kind of still relevant. But it's an interesting case on like who's behind on all this, very. I would definitely recommend Dark Waters if you're in this kind of thing. And yeah, so I don't have much to say. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this movie, as well as talk about like my thoughts on like, I think drinking bottled water, like spring water, natural spring water, is more safe than drinking from the sink. And and I know there's probably still some people who just drink from tap water, but like just do it safely, because sometimes water can. Sometimes our water can get all fucked up without an explanation, and somebody could get sick or even worse, die from it. So that's what I guess that movie was more trying to spread awareness. I don't know if there's a way to permanently remove all the chemicals from all waters, but that movie I would recommend watching just for the hell of it. So that's my review / talking about Dark Waters. If you have seen the movie, let me know what you think of it, and has it made you learn more about like the dangers of drinking water from our rivers and lakes without having them being filtered first and stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Adios.